Ultraman 2019, the hit anime from Netflix, is fast approaching its second season this April, over 3 years after it premiered. In this long absence, fans have been given little information, with new footage in the form of teasers and trailers only beginning in November of 2021. While news drops confirmed production was still ongoing, fans were left to ponder the cliffhanger ending. Luckily, Ultraman 2019 is the adaptation of a manga started in 2011. While the manga is currently still being written, it has far surpassed where Season 2 will end. This means eager fans have a way out of the dark and into the light of the many revelations the story unfolds. However, as is with most manga to anime adaptations, Ultraman features numerous differences between the two mediums. Moments and scenes are rearranged for pacing, and characters may say the same things but in different ways. Notably though, there are a few changes that affect the plot or general feel of the narrative. Heavy spoilers for the anime and manga volumes 1 through 8 follow. The first of these changes is the redesign of Bemular when he first appears. In the manga, Bemular appears much more alien. He uses additional appendages in this design to stab Hayata, rather than shoving a fist through his body. This makes Hayata surviving the fight much more grounded, something the manga consistently does more than the anime. In addition to this, when Shinjiro first fires his spacium beam, the damage reveals a face under Bemular's suit. This reveal makes readers question who exactly this character is, while the anime would lead viewers to believe Bemular is some sort of robot until the very last episode. The next change the anime makes is removing the grounded realism of the Ultra Suits. The Ultra Suits appear to our heroes whenever they need them. However, the manga makes it clear this is not possible until much later. Every fight scene in the manga has the characters already in suits or shows moments where they would be putting the suits on. This means that the helmets retract in areas to show mouths for talking to civilians, or that the characters actively hold their helmets when not in use. This also means when Shinjiro saves the worker falling from the building, he uses an image inducer to hide his identity. Shinjiro is not actually using his suit in this scene, or the scene where he fights Ace. The first tease of teleporting suits comes from Ace, who has the advantage of the Yapul engineer helping him. Keeping with the idea of less technology, Ultraman never even uses the Ultra Slash, the buzzsaw-like energy disc in the first 8 volumes. The next substantial change is the alien city and the characters within it. Other than the alien city being a secret location accessed through a portal and not an alleyway, the city itself is the same. The city houses many alien immigrants, and the events play out the same. The biggest and worst change the anime makes is the opponent Jack fights. Instead of Black King, the manga introduces Red King. Red King, though, is not just a character for Ultraman to kill and learn flying in the process. Instead, the manga uses Red King as a companion to Jack, and is a character even in the current chapters. It is through these two characters that important plot details and secrets are revealed. This is where the anime will have the biggest changes compared to the manga in the coming seasons. Another massive change in the alien city is a barcode subplot completely dropped in the anime. This subplot involves aliens stripping away physical identifiers on humans and selling the bodies on the alien black market as food. The subplot is very interesting, so I won't spoil it for potential readers, but it gives Ito, Seven, Detective Endo, and Bemular much more development and things to do. Before discussing the final changes, the next big change is regarding Shinjiro's entire character. Shinjiro acts relatively the same in the manga and anime, but he is much more reluctant in the manga to become Ultraman. The manga spends more time building up the dilemma within Shinjiro. After every alien battle, Shinjiro questions if it's something he wants to do. He saves a girl's balloon, and upon handing it to her, he becomes triggered by the many deaths he saw earlier. He fears for the fate of the girl if he doesn't continue to be Ultraman. After the concert scene, Alien Igaru's death hits him much harder and brings him more PTSD. It's not until the final fight, where Ultraman's limiter is released through sheer will, that Shinjiro finally accepts his responsibility as Ultraman. This final fight is also the home of the most changes per panel and will dictate how different the second season may be compared to the manga. The final fight starts the same, but the explosion takes Seven completely out of the fight. To substitute for this, the manga instead gives us Jack, who mostly gets Seven to safety, Red King, and Hayata sporting a black prototype Ultraman suit. A new alien Wuvelv, joins the Ace Killer squad and is Red King's primary focus. Ace doesn't have the lack of empathy about Seven blowing up that the anime showed. Instead, he thinks more about Yuko, and uses his care for her to kill Ace Killer with his trump card, instead of Ace Killer getting back up to fight Shinjiro. Shinjiro releases his limiter like in the anime, but instead uses the spacium beam to kill Alien Nepenthes and ends the fight. Ace Killer never calls down a bomb, and therefore Bemular never fires a spacium beam to destroy it. He still helps save Ace, but this omission means that Bemular's true identity remains hidden, while the anime makes it much clearer. After the fight, Jack kidnaps Yapul, and an anime-only scene of Rena revealing to Shinjiro she knows he's Ultraman occurs, and the anime ends. As of Volume 16, the most current volume to be released in the United States, Rena still has no idea Shinjiro is Ultraman. While there are more minor changes between the manga and anime, I hope this video successfully highlights the ones that will have an impact on the story going forward. If these differences interested you, the manga is full of beautiful art and style, and I highly recommend it. Please let me know in the comments if this is something you'd like to see me do for Season 2, but until then I'll be hyped along with you. Thanks for watching.